Hello everybody and welcome to the video notes for Unit 6, Day 5. Today is all about finding the area of complex shapes by breaking them up into smaller rectangles, or we can think of it as area composition. Today's video is dedicated to Alex Sanchez in 6B. Hi Alex. Let's take a look at the first problem. We have this shape right here. Each of the corners is labeled with a letter. So it says if side AB is 10 units. So let's go ahead and label side AB. Here's A and here's B. So this is going to be 10, okay? And then if side FE is 8 units. So here's F and here's E. So FE, which is this right here, it's going to be 8. Wait, we already did AB, which is 10. And now it's asking us to figure out what would side length DC be. Okay, so notice that the side length AB is equal to the side length FE plus the side length of DC. All right? This side plus this side is the same as all of this side, which means 8 plus whatever number's here has to equal 10. Or 10 minus 8 would be whatever is here. So we can do that. We can do 10 minus 8, and that gets us 2. So this side length DC has to be equal to 2. Because this plus this gives us AB. The next part, it says that side length AF is 6 units. So this is A, and this is F, so here's side length AF. That's going to be 6 units, so I'll put a 6 here. And then it says DE is 7 units. So here's D, here's E. So DE is this side length right here. And this is going to be 7. And then it's asking us to find what would side length BC be. Well, here's B and here's C. So we're trying to figure out what all of this is. And notice that AF plus the side length DE here, these two added together would be equal to all of this side length here. So in this case, BC is going to be equal to DE plus AF. So that would be 6 plus 7, and altogether it would be 13 units. So I know that this is going to be equal to 13. Okay. Now, I'm going to have you pause and try number 2 on your own. Label the side lengths and then find the missing side lengths for number 2. Let's pause, try that one on your own, and then resume the video when you're ready to check your work. Now we are resuming the video to check our work. Let's see how we did. DC is 5 units. Here's D, here's C, so this is going to be DC, that's going to be 5. FE is 15. Here's F, here's E, so all of this is 15. What is AB? All of this is AB. And whatever AB is going to be FE plus DC. So this big one is this small one plus this small one. That's 15 plus 5, 20. So this is 20. 3 gold stars if you got that on your own. Next, if AF is 3, so that's this part here. If BC is 12, that's this part here. We're trying to figure out what, oops, sorry, this should say DE. What is DE? Well, this side plus this side should be equal to this big side here. So 3 plus what equals 12, or 12 minus 3, which is equal to 9. So this part is going to be 9. 3 gold stars if you got that on your own. Sorry about the typo here. Now we're moving on to the second part of page 2, where we're going to practice finding the area. Okay, this shape here is the same as this shape here. So we know that if this is 6 and this is 7, then altogether here this is 13. And if this is 10 and this is 8, then this has to be 2. Because 2 plus 8 is 10. So now I have all the missing side lengths, and I can find the area. This shape is 2 rectangles fit together. And one way you can break this into 2 small rectangles is like this. Right? Now notice that there's this rectangle, and then there's this rectangle on the bottom. And then you can just find the area of each one and then add them together. So this top rectangle, the base is going to be all of this, which is 10. The height is going to be right here, this 6. So the base times the height is going to be 60 centimeters squared. For this rectangle, the base is 2 times the height. Now here's the tricky part. I have a 7 here and a 13 here. You have to pay close attention because only this much is the height. But all of this, 13, is all of this. We don't want all of that. We just want this 7, which is just this part. So 7 is the height. So 2 times 7 is going to be the area of this smaller rectangle. So 2 times 7, which is 14. 14 centimeters squared is that smaller area. So I just have to take this area, add it to this area. So 60 plus 14 gives me 74 centimeters squared is the area of the whole shape. Okay, so I just found the missing side lengths and then broke it into 2 rectangles. That's one way you could have solved this problem. Here's another way. Okay, let's fill out our missing side lengths. If this is 6 and this is 7, then all of this is going to be 13. And if this is 8 and all of this is 10, then 8 plus 2 has to be equal to 10. Okay, so another way that you could have split this into two rectangles is by splitting it this way. Now if we split it this way, how can we find the area of each of these rectangles? Well then this base of this rectangle is this section right here, which is 8, times the height. The height is this part right here, which is 6. So this rectangle is going to be 48 centimeters squared. And then on the right, my height of the rectangle is going to be 13, and the base is going to be this part, which is 2. So it's going to be 13 times 2, and that gives me 26 centimeters squared. So then I just have to add this area plus this area together, right? 48 plus 26. 4, carry the 1, 6, 74 centimeters squared. So notice how we got the same answer for both problems, even though we solved it 2 different ways. We split it into smaller rectangles, found the area of each rectangle, and then added them up. Okay. Now I'm going to have you pause. This shape last one on the right, I want you to try and solve this one on your own. You can do it by splitting the rectangles like this, or you can split the rectangles like this. Either way will get you the same answer. Let's pause and try this one. Now you are resuming the video to check your work for this one. Let's find the areas of the missing side lengths first. If this side is 15 and this side is 5, add those two together and you should get all of this side. So 15 plus 5 is 20. That's going to be 20 on that side. Here, if this side is 3, this side's blank, but all of this is 12, then this 3 plus whatever's here has to be equal to 12. So 12 minus 3 is 9. So this part is going to be 9. And I'm going to split the rectangles this way. My base is all of this, which is 20, times my height, which is here, which is 3. So 20 times 3, this top part is 60 meters squared. This rectangle on the bottom, my base is 5. My height is not 12, because 12 is all of this side, but I just want this short segment here, which is 9. So it's going to be 9 times 5, which is equal to 45 meters squared. And we just got to add these two up. So I have 60 plus 45, which gives me 105 meters squared is the area of the whole figure. If you got that all on your own, 3 gold stars for you. Okay. Now, for the bottom one, sorry I know this video is a little bit longer than usual. Thank you for sticking with it. You're going to find the area of this shape. These two are the same, but I want you to try it in 2 different ways. First, I'll give you some hints to figure out what the missing lengths are. Right? This side plus this side plus this side should be equal to all of this side, and all of this, and all of this. Those two are going to be equal, and then this side is going to be equal to this side. So with that, you should be able to figure out the lengths of all the missing sides. And what I want you to do is, first I want you to try finding the area of this when you split it this way. So 3 rectangles, right? One here, one here, one here. And then I want you to try to find the area if you split it this way. One here, one here, and one here. So find the area of each of these 3, add them all up, find the area of these 3, add them all up, and if you do it correctly, these 2 should give you the same answer. Okay, that's all I'm going to give you, because I want to challenge you to see if you can do the rest on your own. When you're done, raise your hand, and you can get your ticket for today.
Thank you so much for playing my game.